my way. Super way up, get your weight up, put your plate up.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 11 yards there, and a Lion first down. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pass incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line.
16 yards. First down, Detroit.
Come on. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Lions.
19 Lions. 60 Eagles. 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard
line. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Play action. It's Ward. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be second down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. A run up the middle with Irving. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Ward. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Throwing is Ward. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there on 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on. Set.
They run out of the gun with Irving. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Ward from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing out left and finding Likely. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So their defense gave up the opening drive touchdown, and now, Charles, they're going to look to work this ball down the field and get the equalizer.
Yeah, there's got to be a little bit of balance in how you're thinking and how you're approaching this game, because the way things go in the NFL today, that opening touchdown often changes your strategy. You feel like you have to match everything right here, right now. But I like the way that they're being methodical on offense here on their first drive, hoping to get the equalizer, but not forcing anything.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Get it.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Okay, break.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Ward. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it in midfield. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a solid run down inside the 30. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They only needed a few inches there on second, but forget the halfback dive. They were going for the big one.
I thought it was a good time to take a shot. You figure their running game, if they don't get it there, you come back and run for it and pick up the first down. Go ahead and be aggressive. Try and get one downfield for a big one.
A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down.
You have to figure with this offense on second and inches, they're in ideal shape, but then they end up getting an incompletion, a run stumped on third and inches, and you look around and say, how did it become fourth down?
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18, Pioneer. Cup 19, Cup 19. Mustang 19, 79 Broncos. Go.
He'll drop to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Lions touchdown. Trey Harris, 33 yards. And the Lions take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. This to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact, but he couldn't hang on. 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll break it down at the 39. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 64 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking at mid-season form here in the opener. On first down, he'll drop the throw. That's caught left side by Simmons. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, maybe that's the spark that they needed here, Charles. Trailing, but a big block. We'll see if that swings the momentum a bit.
You mentioned the word spark. I'm just wondering, as they went off the field and the offense was coming out, did one of those special teams members say, hey, obviously we haven't given up on this one. We've given you a little bit of a spark. What are you going to do with it?
That's caught. Jack Dash with it. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To throw is Ward. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Throwing now, Ward. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. Touchdown, Packers! Nico Collins as the first half is winding down. And the Packers take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Let's go now.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
70 Lions. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
He'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They go play action with Ward. That is caught downfield. It's Besh. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him done.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Irvin is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Let's go now. Go.
To throw, here's Ward. Touchdown, Packers. Isaiah Likely from 3 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Going to throw right side here, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up the 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Flushed out right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They fake the handoff. Now Ward. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Let's go.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he's got some space here. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. This one into the hands of Harris on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First down.
Ready.
They're going to look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Lions have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. And that flag accepted.
Harrison Davis to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready.
Off the play fake, Ward. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That's good for a Green Bay.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go. Shot.
They go play action with Ward. Looking deep here from Mooney. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year? He was plagued by this type of a play, and they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ward. They'll complete this one to Collins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup.
Straight ahead, it's Irvin. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll let this go deep for Collins. And that is incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Handoff running left, Irvin. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
At the 31-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw. Moore. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds. That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Back to throw. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding Kelsey. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
First down, Detroit.
They'll set up to throw. No hesitations. They go right back to Kelsey. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here we go. Start. Go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a pretty athletic run right there, as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Here's 1st down.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Ready?
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they just likely won this thing in regulation. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Well, going to be tough to get 2 plays out of this. This could very well be it. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Lions, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
enough is living. Trying to stop it, but I can't. It's calling my name. 'Cause I'm back in the saddle like some old cowboy who dug his way out of his grave. Pulled up his boots, put his one on his hip, climbed up into the cold of the rain. Don't worry where I've been, I'm back in the saddle again. This time I'm taking what's mine, like a long lost out west outlaw out of his mind. I'm riding into town, no turning back now. 'Cause I'm back in the saddle like some old cowboy who dug his way out of his grave. Pulled up his boots, put his one on his hip, climbed up into the cold of the rains. Don't worry where I've been, I'm back in the saddle again. 'Cause I'm back in the saddle like some old cowboy who dug his way out of his grave. Pulled up his boots, put his one on his hip, climbed up into the cold of the rains. Don't worry where I've been, I'm back in the saddle again. Don't worry where I've been, I'm back in the saddle again.
Were you trying to get crazy with this, eh? Don't you know I'm loco?
The one on the flamboyant temper, just toss that ham in the frying pan. Like stand get done when I come and slam. Damn, I feel like the son of Sam. Don't make me wet, had to then soon I got to get my props. Cops come and try to snatch these pigs wanna blow my house down. Head underground to the next town. They get mad when they come to raid my pad, and I'm out in the night too scared. Yes, I'm the pirate pilot of this ship. If I dip with the ultraviolet dream, hide from the red light beam. Now do you believe in the unseen? Look, but don't make the eye strain. Like me, it's going insane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane. Insane got no brain. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain.
You wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame. You wanted me to come running when you called my name. You wanted something to train, girl, that you could keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in, but that's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. I'm born to howl at the moon. You know I need me some room for chasing me all night and then sleeping till noon. Gonna do what I do, girl. Hell no, it ain't you, girl. Yeah, I've heard it before and I know that it hurts, but baby, you ain't the first girl who tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying